Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here, and in today's video, I ranked all 13 girlfriends by chemistry, communication, and emotional support. And one of my top 5 is definitely going to surprise you. Now, when it comes to the criteria, what I'm going to be doing for these rankings in terms of the 100 girlfriends and the 13 girlfriends that we know of currently at this moment, is going to be chemistry, emotional support, compatibility, and communication. And without further ado, let's get into number 13. And at number 13, we have Chio. Self-explanatory. I think a lot of people that watch Rent a Girlfriend should know this one. That's his cousin. Yeah, I don't really need to say much that. The family dynamic is not going to get away with this, and she has to be last on my list. Number 12 is Hakari. Not Hakari, Hahari, her mother. Yes, you heard that right. An adult. Rentaro is a child. Rentaro is in high school. Hahari is the principal and technically the owner of the school. That should be self-explanatory. She's an adult. He's a kid. That should never be acceptable. Same thing goes with number 11, Naughty, the newest girlfriend that just got introduced last or 2 Sundays ago. It's his teacher. She may be from America, or she may be Japanese that's pretending to be from America. She's still his teacher. It shouldn't be acceptable, and it's not going to be happening with people on my list. Number 10 is on the same level as May. The one thing I have a problem with May is that she does everything for Hahari, and considering her loyalty to Hahari is understandable considering what she went through growing up. She's still an adult at the end of the day, so she's not going to be a perfect fit for Rentaro. Number 9 is Iku. The one thing that bothers me about Iku and her Rentaro is that her personality is solely based around her enjoying pain. And I just don't see that working well with Rento in that case. This is why I have her at number 9. Number 8, Mimimi. Mimimi is one of the most interesting characters I've seen in the 100 Girlfriends, but a particular instance of why she doesn't really work with Rentaro is the fact that she's all about elegance, she's all about her beautiness, and I think she puts too much focus on that. And if they were to have been in a one-on-one relationship, I just don't think that would have worked well, considering her priorities versus his priorities, which would be taking care of her. Number 7 is Kurumi. Kurumi is a very likable character in 100 Girlfriends, but the only thing that is a problem with her is that she's only mostly happy when she's eating. And considering the fact that Rentaro does very much love Kurumi, but still is only happy, again, when she's eating, is going to be a big problem for them. So this is the reason why I have Kurumi at my number 7. At number 6, this one's going to hurt me, because I love Shizuka. She's very adorable, and she works well with Rentaro. The one thing is, guys, communication. Even though Rentaro helps her with the text-to-speech, that's going to be, if that was a one-on-one relationship, that's going to be a very big thing to go over with. And yes, this is an anime, so I know it can't be on the real-life aspect, but still, this communication is going to be a big factor of why Shizuka is my number 6. At number 5, Nano AI. Nano AI is probably an underrated one that I would probably say is going to be there for Rentaro, but maybe it's the fact that she just takes everything so seriously and has to do everything by analytical sense. That analytical is understandable considering her personality, but if it were to work in a one-on-one relationship, I just don't think it would work well. And even though Rentaro does love all of his girlfriends equally, I just don't see that working, which is the reason why I have Nano AI at number 5. Number 4. This is one that is probably going to surprise you guys. It's Mei from Season 2. Mei, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Season 2 girlfriends are kind of crap. In terms of their personality meshing well with Rentaro's, Season 2 was bad, besides Mei. Mei is very lovable. She's very adorable. Even with the fact that she gets shy very much and Rentaro would have to deal with, like her disappearing every time he gives her a compliment or is nice to her. So maybe that could kind of be an issue. And now that I'm thinking about it, that is a kind of like problem if they were to be in a one-on-one relationship. But still, I think Mei works well in terms of chemistry, emotional support between the both of them, and the communication, even though the communication is it would be a big issue considering the fact that he wouldn't be able to talk to her. So Mei is at number 4. That leaves 3 girlfriends left, my top 3. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments down below, who do you think is the best girlfriend out of the 100 girlfriends so far that we've seen in the anime? Number 3, Karne. Karne is a tsundere. We all know she's tsundere, and the tsundere energy just doesn't work with the Rentaro. The fact that she's always hitting him when she's like trying to say, "Oh, I'm not in love with you," is going to be a very big difficulty that Rento is going to have to overcome. And I just don't think in real life, realistic expectation that that would be able to work well for someone like Rentaro. So this is the reason why I have Karne at number 3. Number 2, Kusuri. Kusuri is very bold, very adorable, and very sweet to Rentaro. The one particular reason I just don't have her being ahead of my number 1 is the fact that her age changing experiments are kind of questionable, because at the same time she's kind of a science teacher, so I'm going based off of when she's small compared to when she's, like at her normal age. But at the same time, she also is a teacher, so I'm kind of being a hypocrite. But still, Kusuri will stay my number 2. And at my number 1 spot, we have Hakari, the daughter of Hakari, and the one I think works well in terms of my 4 criterias. She has great chemistry with Rentaro. She has great emotional support from Rentaro, and I think that she gives good emotional support to him. She's very compatible with him, considering she was one of the first girl. She was one of the first 2 girlfriends in the show, and their communication is very well. I look back at the episode where everybody was turned into kids except for Hakari, and they were basically taking care of them as their children. She was a very good mother, and considering the fact that she got raised by Hakari, surprised me, because I didn't think she was gonna be that good of a mother to like the quote unquote babies in that episode. But she worked well. They did a very good job parenting these kids and taking care of the children to the point where some of them were about to fall, and she ended up catching them. And that's just the reason why I think Hakari is the best one out of the 13 girlfriends that we've seen so far in 100 girlfriends. But like I said, guys, my top 3 were Hakari, Kusuri, Karane, Mei, AI, Shizuka, Kurumi, Mimimi, Iku, Mei, Nari, Hakari, and Chio. Let me know your guys' opinions down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like the video again, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.